So this is Housing for Horses by myself, Jace Ullerich. A little bit about me. This is my family. We got Mark, Melissa, and my brother Reese. My future plans are to go to South Dakota State and major in ag engineering. And then here's a couple of my horses, High Call and Cecil. Some of my hobbies include basketball, football, compete in the LDs and the CDs, NFFA, uh, in rodeo. I compete in the rodeo, calf roping, team roping, cutting, and the rein cow horse. I'm also my 4-H club president. My mentor is Tucker Roselle. He's one of my good friends. He works construction in Brookings, South Dakota, and he's just got a lot of that fencing, welding, construction experience that I was looking for with helping my project. And he just like I said, he guided me on different parts of my project. My advisor is Kelly Dunkelberger. She's my ag teacher and my FFA advisor, so she's got a lot of teaching and advising experience. And she graded my research paper and just helped me on different parts of my project. So a little overview of my project. I built a 120 foot by 80 foot dry lot enclosure to house my horses and also maybe some cows over the winter and over the course of the year. We used 4 feet by 20 feet continuous fence sections. We used about 20 of those sections. We used about 35 steel posts. We used one 4 foot by 16 foot gate, a 12 by 20 foot metal shelter, and then also an automatic water we had in the pen. So just a little bit about the continuous fence I'm talking about. It's a type of fencing that consists of steel tubing with upright steel stays. They come in 20-foot sections, like I talked about. They are held together. Each piece is held together by 6 connector pieces that goes inside the metal tubes. And then they're held on the post with these steel clips you see up in the top corner. My research paper. My research was over how barbed wire fencing and the history, evolution, and impact of it on today's modernized fencing techniques. My thesis statement: ranchers in the United States use fences to keep livestock from roaming free while keeping them safe from predators and thieves, which helps them retain ownership of the animal. So my project process, first off, we had to decide where we wanted to build the pen, if we wanted to put it down at the bottom of the hill, on top of our hill, on our property, things like that. We had to draw out a rough idea of where we wanted it to go. After we decided we wanted on top of our hill, on the west on the west side of our building, and then we had to buy the materials. We had to buy the shelter and move it to our house, and then we had to also trench in a water line for that automatic waterer. So the project continued. We had to drag in that shelter, which we had to do by dragging it through our other dry lot pens. And then we had to mark and set the corner posts for the pen. We had to measure, dig, and set the line posts. And we had to set the gate posts. Our next step was to put in the automatic water. So we had to pour the concrete footing for that. And then we had to plumb in the water, and then cut the continuous fence around that water. After this, we had to actually hang the fence on the post to start getting our fence put up. Had to put up our overhead arch to support the gate, and we used our tractor for that. Then we had to kind of tweak on the angle of the shed to get it right so it would fit and it would protect our automatic water and also serve as a windbreak for that, so in the winter the water wouldn't freeze up and things. And then we had to hang gates, and a lot of welding went in this whole part of this project. We welded every day on this for the duration of the project. So this is the finished product. As you can see, the arch in the back there. We got the automatic water on the south side with it protected by the shelter on kind of the northwest corner. And so then we got it done this fall so we could use it during the winter and could utilize that shelter and things like that, so the horses would have somewhere to go during the winter. And then the horses will probably be in there to the end of May until we can turn them out on our grass. So it took us a total of 7 days or 48 hours over that course of that 7 day period, and it probably cost us around $3,700 to build. Some of the problems encountered, the biggest one was probably the weather. You know, you had the snow, the rain, and the cold temps. And then there was the frost in the ground, which made it hard to dig posts and things like that. And then you had some back orders on gates, things like that, because of COVID. There was no steel around this part of the country. And then time management, figuring out how to get my dad and my brother and my mom all around at one point so we could work together on it, because can't really do it on my some parts of the project I can't really do on my own. And then, like I said, shortage of steel. There wasn't any steel around, and if there was, it was really expensive. And then the trench settling, as you can see in that picture, kind of some of the line posts got a little crooked. We had to fix that. And then also moving that shed be from one spot to the next. My learning stretch, learned how to manage other people with like my dad, my brother, to help me on my project. Also more learn in depth how to weld and get a nice art going. Also, a lot of math went into it. So, calculations, geometry were also used to help complete the project. My thank yous go to my dad, my brother, and my mom, first off, because without them helping, I wouldn't have got this done. Also to Tucker for his guidance, Miss Barnhart for putting up with me, and also Miss Dunkelberger for guidance and grading my research paper.